Oh, hey. Welcome back to another episode of Sarah's Social Sesh. We just talk about, social things, right? So today, I have a cautionary tale for pub crawls. I want to share this. I feel like it's a public service that you should know because I recently fell for a pub crawl. Saw it on Facebook, I think. I was like, "Ooh, that would be fun. Like, let's do that." And turns out it was on Sunday. It was Cinco de Mayo themed, and turns out nobody else could really go except for Rylan. So Rylan and I were like, "Okay, let's do it." We've never done it before, so we go to Indy. We sign up for the event on Facebook. Get the tickets. It's through. I believe it was through Eventbrite as well. We get the tickets, we get to Indy, and we're like thinking we're getting ready to have like a blast. Excited, there's supposed to be like these little specials at each bar, and it's a pub crawl. So we're thinking like there's gonna be lots of other people involved too. Like we think we're gonna be with a crowd and like there's gonna be some people going. And so we get to the bar that will remain unnamed. If you really want to know, message me. But so we get to the bar in Indy to pick up our wristband and get the digital map, all the things. So we get there, and they even had like some free shirts. Well, there was some people in front of us. Apparently, there was only like 4 shirts on there. There was a group in front of us who were also getting their wristbands. And they basically took the shirts, so there was like 1 shirt left. It was like a tiny Patron tank top that I would look like the Pillsbury Doughboy in. So I still took it because I was like, well, all right, it's the last one. It's a memento of this event, right? So we even have a picture taken of like the start of our pub crawl. So then we look at the bars that are involved in this, and we pick out 2. I think there was like 4 or 5. We picked out 2 that seemed like they had the specials that like we wanted to take part in. And we go to the first one. I'm already like recording. I'm making some videos because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna record like this pub crawl experience. And we go in, I talk to the hostess, and I'm like, hey, we're here for the pub crawl. And they look at us like we're freaking, they're like, what? Like, we have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, what? I was like, we got this band. we got this band. And so I'm like, are you sure? I proceed to take out the website. I'm like showing her, I was like, it says right here, that your bar is on the list and here's what we can get. And she's like, So they talk it over for a little bit. They come back. They're like, yeah, we're not involved with that. She was like, but we do have, like these little pinatas that you can go around and find. We've hidden them throughout the bar. And if you can find them, then whatever's on the little sticky, that's what you win. And we have free chips and salsa, after 5, which we're there at like 3 something. So she's like, you can go back there and sit at the 360 bar. And like we're like, all right. So we go back and sit at the 360 bar. It's pretty cool. The whole place is really cool. That was the first place that we went to was Punch Club Social. So we go back, we sit at the bar, and it's pretty cool. We're looking at all the things. They've got like air hockey. They've got bowling in there. They've got a lot of fun things in there to do.
Oh, there's literally a whole ring right now.
Yeah. Here's the awesome 360 bar. That's super cool. Do it that way. That doesn't work for Instagram.
All right, there you go.
So we're already like, this is a really cool place. Like, let's come back. So then the bartender comes over and we're like, hey, we're back here for the Cinco. She tells us to tell them we're back here for the Cinco de Mayo event. So we go back there and we're like, hey, we're here for the Cinco de Mayo stuff. You know, they've got these like special Patron drinks or whatever. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, we're in the same freaking bar. Like, how can you not know? We just walked a few feet back here. And Ryle and I are just looking at each other like, what in the hell? Like, nobody knows what's happening. Nobody knows what's going on. We're just like, okay. But we did want to get the Patron drinks because they were super cool looking. You got like this little cup to take home, which I thought was really neat. I love the Patron bottle anyway. So we get that. But when the bartender comes over after he says, you know, he's like, I forgot it was Cinco de Mayo. Well, he turns out to be like a really cool bartender. Like we chatted, we had a conversation with him, and he tells us this is where we do all the learning. The part of where we do all the learning. He tells us, he's like, you can't believe in those pub crawls online. He was like, they will take your money. He's like, they will just basically, this is what they do, and this is exactly what happened. They will make these events and charge you money, and then they'll say it's a pub crawl, and then they'll list these specials that you get at each bar, but those specials at the bar are specials that the bar have anyway. Like, they're not even related to the pub crawl. They're not working with the pub crawl. It's just something that they already had. So, like, when we saw Punch Club Social on there, it said free chips and salsa, like, after 5 and special Patron drinks. And so they had that anyways. So they said, the bartender was telling us that they'll literally go to bars' websites, take that information, put it onto theirs, and then sell you a ticket for a pub crawl. And we paid like $20 a piece for the pub crawl ticket, which was this wristband, basically. And so we're like, really? Like, that's just totally effed up. And the lady at the front, like the hostess, she was super nice, but like she was the one who's like, no idea what you're talking about. She came back and she was, again, like, she was just further like confirming what the bartender had said, like, yeah, that's not a thing. We don't even know what that's what they do. So we just ended up hanging out there. We walked down to Mass Ave with scooters, then back to the hotel for a little bit, and then we went back to Punch Club Social because it was just like a fun place to be. And so it was just really, I mean, lesson learned, right? Like, I'm so glad we didn't get like taken for more money. I thought I would just share that because I feel like somebody else could see something just like that and think, oh, this is so fun, this is so interesting. So you got to be very careful about the pub crawls and the pub crawl websites and all the things. I'm sure there are some legit ones out there. I just don't know what they are. Like, I don't really know a lot about the pub crawls anyway. A good time though, and those Patron drinks were super good. We did eat a bunch of chips and salsa and take some pics. And it was just a really nice day in Indy anyway. I love being in Indy. And then like the next day we got up, we walked on part of the cultural trail. It's really a nice trail. It's really nice. I really like downtown Indy. I really like the area around the canal as well. That was the thing that happened. And I would, like, if you have a similar story, let me know. I'm just